According to Project.co, approximately 16.5 million project managers are working around the globe. And out of these millions, about 1 million have catapulted their careers into new heights. How, you ask? They are PRINCE2 certified. Being PRINCE2 certified isn't just a badge. It's a gateway to the perks like higher salaries, enhanced project outcomes, and significant professional development. It's a game changer in today's fiercely competitive landscape. But how can I be one of these success stories? How do I conquer the PRINCE2 exam and stand out? If you're having similar kind of questions running inside your head, then you just clicked on the right video to get your answers. So, with vibrant excitement and a passionate spirit, Edureka welcomes you all to your YouTube channel, and this time we will be diving into the world of PRINCE2 certification, exploring the various strategies and answering the most crucial question, how to pass PRINCE2 exam. But before we begin, kindly consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated on such intriguing content from Edureka. Also, visit the Edureka website for training and certification courses, the link to which is in the description box below. So, let's start by having a look at today's agenda. Very firstly, we'll understand what is PRINCE2, where we'll have a brief overview of PRINCE2 and the importance of PRINCE2 certification in project management. Then, we will dive into the understanding of PRINCE2 certification levels, where we'll have a look at the purpose and eligibility criteria for PRINCE2 Foundation and PRINCE2 Practitioner, followed by the course curriculum, and finally, we'll be sharing some tips and tricks to ace the PRINCE2 exam. So, without any further delay, let's get started. PRINCE2 stands for Projects in Controlled Environments. It is a structured project management method and practitioner certification program. PRINCE2 emphasizes dividing projects into manageable and controllable stages. It is a structured project management method based on experience drawn from thousands of projects. PRINCE2 was developed as a UK government standard for information systems projects. In July 2013, the ownership of the rights to the PRINCE2 was transferred from HM Cabinet Office to 𝐂𝐸𝐧𝐿 Limited, a joint venture by the Cabinet Office and Capita with 49% and 51% stakes respectively. Being a project manager, a team member, a new career entrant, or a graduate, if you're willing to have benefits like high salary, improved employment prospects, professional development, internationally recognized standards, better project outcomes, and enhanced project management skills, PRINCE2 certification becomes an ideal certification for you to go with. Moving on, let's have a look at PRINCE2 exam levels. There are two main levels of PRINCE2 certification, PRINCE2 Foundation and PRINCE2 Practitioner. Coming to PRINCE2 Foundation, this level tests your knowledge and understanding of the PRINCE2 method. It assesses whether your knowledge and understanding of the method are sufficient to be able to work effectively with or as a member of a project management team working within an environment supporting PRINCE2. The eligibility criteria for PRINCE2 Foundation exams are straightforward, and there are no formal prerequisites. Individuals interested in taking the PRINCE2 Foundation exam can do so without needing a specific qualification or prior experience. Moving to PRINCE2 Practitioner, this level tests your ability to apply PRINCE2 to running and managing a project with an environment supporting PRINCE2. The exam is more complex, featuring scenario-based questions. To sit for this exam, you must have passed one of the several recognized qualifications, including PRINCE2 Foundation. The Practitioner certification is evidence that you can apply this methodology in a real-world situation. Now, let's move to the course curriculum of the PRINCE2. PRINCE2 consists of 7 principles, 7 themes, and 7 processes. Now, let's have a look at the 7 principles. The 7 principles are continued business justification, learn from experience, defined roles and responsibilities, manage by stages, manage by exception, focus on products, tailor to suit project environment. Coming to 7 themes, which are business case, organization, quality, plans, risk, change, and progress. Now, let's have a look at 7 processes. So, the 7 processes are starting up a project, initiating a project, directing a project, controlling a stage, managing product delivery, managing stage boundaries, and lastly, closing a project. PRINCE2 Foundation is a closed book multiple choice exam with 60 questions. and you must get 55% correct to pass, which is 33 out of 60. The foundation certification is a prerequisite for practitioner certification. The percentage of questions on each topic you can see in the following figure. Key concepts 3%, principles 8%, people 14%, practices 60%, processes 15%. Coming to PRINCE2 Practitioner exam, it is important to note that it follows an open book format, allowing candidates to refer to relevant materials during the test. The duration of the exam spans 150 minutes, during which the participants are required to answer 68 questions. Each question carries 1 mark, resulting in a total of 68 marks for the entire examination. In order to successfully pass the PRINCE2 Practitioner exam, candidates must achieve a minimum of 38 marks, corresponding to a passing percentage of 55% or higher. By now, I hope that you all got familiarized with PRINCE2 exam. Now, let's quickly dive into some tips and tricks to pass the exam. Albert Einstein once said, "Live for today, learn from yesterday, and dream for tomorrow." Keeping this into our heads, let's categorize tips and tricks into tips and tricks before the exam, tips and tricks during the exam, and tips and tricks after the exam. So, let's start with tips and tricks before the exam. Tip number 1. Practice with sample papers. We have 2 official 𝐂𝐽𝐴𝐧𝐿 foundation mock exam papers and 2 official 𝐂𝐽𝐴𝐧𝐿 practitioner mock exam paper, which makes a total of 4 mock papers. Solving these mock papers will help you to familiarize yourself with the format and type of questions that will be asked. Tip number 2. Develop a study plan. Create a realistic study plan that covers all the key areas of PRINCE2. Allocate more time to the topics that are more challenging for you. Along with that, have regular study sessions. Consistently dedicating your time to study will improve your retention and understanding. Tip number 3. Use diverse study materials. In addition to the official manual, use study guides, e-learning modules, video tutorials, and practice exams to diversify your learnings. You can also refer to a PRINCE2 Foundation and Practitioner Certification course, the link to which is in the description box below. Tip number 4. Get familiar with your PRINCE2 manual. The PRINCE2 manual is your primary study resource. Understand its structure, key themes, principles, and processes. Knowing your PRINCE2 manual well is an advantage in the practitioner exam because it's an open book test. Being familiar with your manual helps you to find the answers quickly. Now, let's discuss some tips during the exam. Tip number 1. Read the questions carefully. This tip might sound very basic, but surprisingly, most of the candidates miss this out. They read the first couple of words and the last couple of words in a sentence, and then they let their brain fill the difference. For example, check this question out. What is the aim of PRINCE2 quality theme? Many candidates read this as what is PRINCE2 quality theme. Tip number 2. Focus on the keywords. Paying close attention to the specific terms used in the questions is crucial for understanding requirements of each question. For example, check this question out. Which of the following is not an objective of the closing a project process in PRINCE2? Many of the candidate misses the not in the above question. Tip number 3. Answer every question. There is no penalty for wrong answers. So answer every question, even if you're unsure of the correct answer. You never know when your luck comes into your favor. But our luck cannot come into our favor every time. So here is tip number 4. Review your answers. If time allows, review your answers, especially if you're very uncertain or had to guess. Reviewing your answers provides a valuable opportunity to catch any potential error or oversights. This meticulous review can enhance your overall performance and boost your chances of success in the PRINCE2 exam. Tip number 5. Don't panic and manage your time effectively. In PRINCE2 Foundation exam, you have got 60 questions to tackle in 60 minutes. So you have got a minute per question. Some are quickies, taking just 10 to 15 seconds, leaving you with the extra time. Use those spare 45 to 50 seconds wisely for the tougher ones. Now, you're done with the exam, and now let's dive into some tips and tricks after the exam. Tip number 1. Learn from experience. Regardless of the outcome, reflect on what you have learned from the preparation process and the exam experience. Whether you succeed or face challenges, Each attempt is an opportunity for growth. Identify areas for improvement, adjust your study strategy, and approach future exam with enhanced insights for a more confident performance. Tip number 2. Prepare for retaking if necessary. If you don't pass on the first attempt, use the experience to identify areas for improvement and plan your next attempt. Consider it as a stepping stone. Analyze the feedback and tailor your study approach for a more focused and successful retake. Remember, success hinges on meticulous preparation. A profound understanding of PRINCE2 methodology coupled with strategic test-taking approaches significantly elevates your odds of acing the exam. With this, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, keep learning, and we wish you all the very best for your upcoming exam.
I hope you have enjoyed listening to this video. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries, and we will reply them at the earliest. Do look out for more videos in our playlist and subscribe to Edureka channel to learn more. Happy learning!